Today, on my continued I Love Video Games series, we're going to dive into the wonderful world of Pokemon, which is not only one of my favorite video game franchises, but it was also one of my favorite things as a kid. Want to learn more? Well, you've come to the right place. Channel intro! Hello, everybody, and welcome back to JWC Vids. My name is Judah Culp, and today I'm going to be talking about another game series that I absolutely love, Pokemon. Pokemon has been an absolute love of mine since I was little, and today I'm going to share that love with you by explaining all the things I love about the wonderful world of Pokemon. However, before we begin our adventure today, I would like to ask you guys to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any future content from me. I'm really trying to hit a sub goal of 200 subs right now, and I can't get there without your help. So please, hit the red button. I'd really appreciate it. Now, sit back, relax, and let me tell you all the things I love about Pokemon. There were so many things that drew me towards Pokemon as a kid. Whether it was collecting the cards with my brother or watching the TV show, I quickly fell in love with the world of Pokemon. This growing love made me want to learn even more, so I asked for an essential handbook that had all the Pokemon in it. And eventually, for Christmas, I got it. And after reading through it over and over and over again and looking at all these Pokemon and memorizing their names, typings, and moves, I was a Pokemon encyclopedia. You could ask me anything about Pokemon, whether it be, what's this Pokemon's name? What does it evolve into? What's its type? What moves does it know? And I would have an answer for you, guaranteed. Eventually, I didn't even need the handbook. I had it all memorized. As new Pokemon and new generations kept coming out, I kept making sure I knew them back to back, and that I was never short in terms of my Pokemon knowledge. And I still am that way today. However, because my only Nintendo console at the time was my Wii, we couldn't play any of the mainline games except for the ones we could emulate on my dad's iPad. The two Pokemon games I could play on the Wii were Poke Park Wii Pikachu's Adventure and Pokemon Battle Revolution, but those are spin-offs, so those didn't really count. Fortunately, I still knew how the games worked due to watching gameplay of the newer games and, like I mentioned before, being able to play the older games on my dad's iPad due to emulation. And then, one magical Christmas, when I got a Nintendo Switch, finally, I was able to play Pokemon games officially for the first time. I have bought and played every single mainline game released on the Switch, except for Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl because those games look terrible, and I have my own Nintendo 3DS to play the mainline games there. Here, let me show you. Just to show you guys my collection of games, I have Gens 5, 6, and 7 right here, and then on the Switch I have Pokemon Shield, Pokemon Let's Go Eevee, Pokemon Violet, and Pokemon Legends Arceus. Pretty impressive collection of games, wouldn't you say? But that's not the only thing I've collected. One day, when I was a junior in high school, I noticed one of my friends with Pokemon cards, like the newer ones, for like Generation 8. And I was like, maybe I should start collecting again. So I gave it a shot, and I absolutely loved it. There was something so priceless about opening up those packs and looking for rare cards. And when you found a really cool and rare card, you would cherish it forever. I bought so many Pokemon cards that literally, back there on my desk, there are literal stashes of them. Let me show you. Look at all of these Elite Trainer boxes. Full of these are Pokemon cards. I'm not gonna open them and take them out to show you guys, but these are all full of Pokemon cards that I bought and don't really care about, usually duplicates and stuff like that. My good cards are in my binder. So this is my binder full of my favorite cards and stuff like that. Again, not really gonna flip through this and go through the whole thing, but I do want to go to the back page because that's where I keep my best cards. So these were my favorites for sure. So if you look here, I had some really cool cards. These are my favorites. Probably never gonna trade them. But yeah, that's kind of the whole essence of my collection. Throughout my junior and senior years of high school, I was collecting like nobody's business, and I was able to trade with my friends too, to further establish my collection. Now, of course, there were the people in my class who were like, "Can you guys literally stop talking about Pokemon? You guys are children."
Hey guys, you're in school. You're not supposed to be talking about Pokemon. Save it for afterwards.
And those people were not only more disruptive than we were in class, but they also got in trouble way more than we ever did. I didn't just collect these cards either. I also built decks and played the actual trading card game with my friends. I would keep in touch with the TCG metagame, and I would actually buy and build decks so I could beat my friends. Oh man, it was amazing. We even had a ranking system to keep track of who was best and who was worst and who was in between. And many times, I was on top. Here, let me show you the last deck I ever ran competitively. So here is my Hisuian Gudra V-Star deck. I'm not going to go into detail about it, I'm just going to show you. And yes, I had it fully sleeved as well. So if we take a look here, like the star of the show, where is he? Ah, yes. Hisuian Gudra V-Star was right here. This was like the main Pokemon that would be like my main attacker and stuff. And here would be like supporting Pokemon like Comfey. And there would also be my trainer cards like, you know, like these. And of course, energy is important too. But yeah, these are the kind of things I would run in the deck and the things I would look up about, like, you know, if they were competitively useful. That's kind of how I would build my decks. Now, of course, none of the decks were really original. I'm terrible at building original decks because I'm not that deep into the competitive scene. But I was able to find some deck builds I really thought would be fun to play and just buy the cards I needed for them and make the decks. And I got to play with my friends and it was a lot of fun. Great memories of high school. So, to conclude, there you have it. I've been on a long journey with Pokemon. It started when I was a little kid, and it keeps on going today. My love for Pokemon will likely never fade, and I hope I got to share some of that love with you guys today. Tell me guys, what are your thoughts on Pokemon? What's your favorite Pokemon game? What is your favorite Pokemon? What do you just think about it in general? Leave it in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I could talk a lot more about Pokemon in videos, so if you want to see more Pokemon related content from me, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any new content from me. I will see you guys in the next video. Capiche?